Hey guys, it's me SB. Welcome back to my channel. It's been a while since I've done a video like this where I actually sit in front of the camera and do an intro. This video is not about that. This is about something that I've been playing around with. If you can, I don't think you can see my table, but it is a big fat mess. And I have a lot of stuff. I've been doing a lot of crafting, a lot of different things. Anyways, so I was like, alright, I want to make some ink pads. I've been looking for videos on how to do them. Some of them, I don't know, it's a little questionable. But Al John, she made some ink pads, but she used hand sanitizer and what else did she use? Oh, food coloring. That's what she used. Hand sanitizer and food coloring. But I didn't want to use like hand sanitizer or food coloring. I wanted to use what I had. I mean, I have food coloring, but I don't have hand sanitizer. But I do have acrylic paint, which coincidentally I picked this up at Burlington as well for like $4.99, and it came with a bunch of these little things here. I got a big giant mess, by the way. Anyways, so that's what I'm gonna try to replicate, is something like that. Now it's about to get really adult here, okay? Because I was looking around the house and I'm an adult. I think you're an adult too, and if you're not, I'm sorry. I mean, your parents probably have this too in their cabinet somewhere or in their nightstand. But anyways, I found some lubricant, personal lubricant, in my cabinet that have been sitting there for like quite some time, like a long time. You'll see that these are pretty old, and I was like, they're pretty old. We're probably never going to use them. One of them doesn't even look like it's been opened, and I think it came in like a box of, you know, things that you buy for yourself. Anyways, and it was just sitting there. I don't use personal lubricant, so I was like, let's go ahead and try this with acrylic paint instead of water, because this is water-based lubricant. I'm pretty sure, I mean, you can get this lubricant anywhere, at Walmart, wherever. I think they even sell it at Dollar Tree. Anyways, I'm going to try to make my own ink pad. So what I'm going to do is, I have this like memory foam. I don't even think it's memory foam. It's just regular foam. Left over from my upholstery project. And I just have like offcuts and stuff. And I'm going to cut this to size to fit into my little container here that I bought at Dollar Tree. Actually, they have these. It's 3 for $1.25 at Dollar Tree. And I'm just going to cut it to fit inside here. And I'm going to go ahead and switch the camera and stuff so that way you can see what I'm doing. So like I said, I am going to try to use this personal lubricant because it has glycerine in it already. It has water, it has some cellulose gum, and methylparbon and propylene parbon, whatever that is. But I figured this would be good. I mean, because I think usually in inks and stuff they put glycerin in it anyways. So I'm just going to measure my little thing out, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to set it on here, and I'm going to measure it on the bottom because I want it to fit in here, and I think it's a little tapered. Yeah, and I'm just going to use one of my markers that I have laying here. How convenient. And I'm just going to measure this out. Now, if you didn't have, I should go closer to the edge so I don't have to. Okay, anyways, as I was saying, if you don't have this foam that I have, you can just use sponges, I would imagine. Or you can find some sort of foam somewhere, I'm pretty sure, in your house that you have. And I'm just going to cut this out. I know you're supposed to use some sort of knife to cut this out, but these are really old scissors. They're cracked. They're falling apart. That's what I use them for. That's why they're cracked, because I use them for everything. Okay, there we go. And yeah, this is like an inch thick foam, I believe. That's what it looks like, at least. And now it's going to fit perfectly in there with a little bit of a gap. That's fine. But that's going to be perfect. And we're going to be able to seal it up. Great. Okay. So now we need a little container, which I forgot to grab. So now we got a little container right here. It's not clean, but I'm not worried about it. And I'm just going to guess, okay? We're guesstimating here as to how much. Now, I'm going to start with 1 ounce. Luckily, this has a marking here for 1 ounce. I'm not going to use that. I'm going to pour it in there. I'm just going to pour this in. There we go. And we're going to start with red, because why not? Now, this paint was not that expensive, so I would suggest that you also don't use expensive paint for this, because it may not work. Alright, so I'm just going to squeeze a little dollop in there. And I left my things over there, sorry about that. And I got popsicle sticks that I had for a little while, and I'm just going to mix that in. We'll see if it mixes. I'm kind of thinking maybe I should have watered it down some more. I mean, you would think, because it's like water-based, so you would think that the acrylic paint would mix in there. Maybe next time I will mix the acrylic in there. It smells weird. It kind of smells like cherries. Is that what this smells like? Cherry? Who knows? Okay, anyways. Yeah, I'm kind of thinking maybe it's got a bunch of little chunkies in there. We might try food coloring on the next round, because it's more gel. See, it's all chunky. It just got like chunky. It didn't mix in very well. I mean, it tinted it, but maybe what I need to do is get a little bit of water and water it down a little bit. And let's just drip it on here. See, because it's got all those chunkies. Can you see those chunkies in there? So, no harm, no foul, right? I just want to see. So, scrap piece of paper I've been playing with. And I don't think this is going to work. We'll see. I mean, it is water-based. It just, I don't like it. I'm gonna do something else here. Okay, so I got some food colors. I grabbed a cup of water. So now I'm thinking I shouldn't have used a whole ounce of this. I'm gonna just say glycerine. So I'm gonna add some water to it. It's probably another ounce of water, just to water it down a little bit more. And I'm thinking that those acrylic paints were not very vibrant, so I'm just going to use food coloring. And this is just the Wilton Gel food coloring. You don't have to buy that brand. You can buy the store brand. I think even at Dollar Tree they have it for $1.25, but I think it's actually cheaper at Walmart. if I'm thinking about it now. Alright, now that's a little more vibrant. Yeah, I mixed the acrylic and the food coloring, but I don't think it's going to do anything really. Let's add a couple more drops. I want it to be a little darker. And that actually did help with the water, adding the water. So the glycerin on its own, or the personal lubricant on its own, did not work. Now it's a little thicker, as you see. But it's also a little more runny. So I think that's going to work. Now, whether or not it's going to be dark enough, I don't know. So let's just see if we pop it on here, what it's going to look like. I'm kind of curious. I want to see if it's going to, what it's going to look like on a piece of paper. It's really, really watery, like crazy watery. But I think it looks really, really watery. Let's add some more food coloring in there, just to make it a little more dark. I think that was like 8 drops of food coloring. Oh no! Oh, I got it all over me. Oh no. I've got bleed. Goodness me. Well, alright, so the videos that I saw people do, they used a paintbrush and painted it on there, but I'm not that patient. I just want to see if it's going to absorb in. I'm just going to kind of use my popsicle stick to spread it out. And I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm going to probably make a big mess. Oh! Okay. I don't know if this is going to work, but we're going to find out. And like I said, no harm, no foul. Oh, got a chunky. We're getting chunkies now. That's okay. It'll give it character. Alright. So we'll see if this works. Just going to let that, if it's overfilled, it's fine. I'm not going to, I can squeeze some out of it. Okay, so that's that. Let me clean up the edge of this here. It might actually work, I don't know. I do know alcohol is probably better to use because, I mean, it's not going to get moldy. Like, this will probably get moldy. But who knows, maybe with the glycerin and stuff in it, it won't get moldy. So there we go. I'm just going to let that sit there. I'm going to let this sit overnight and see how it turns out. I know I got all those like weird chunkies in there. I'm going to go rinse this out and then I'll be back and we'll try another color. I'm definitely not going to use the acrylic paints again. Okay. So I rinsed out my little cup. And grab some more paper towels because I know I'm going to make a giant mess. So we just made red. Let's go ahead and make a blue. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to use the same recipe of 1 ounce and 1 ounce. It's very hard to see that. And then we're going to mix about that much water. I think I put too much. And grab a new whatchamahoosit and mix that up. And I'm going to go with 8 drops of the blue. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If you can. That looks so cool how it's just like suspended in there. Okay, so we're gonna mix this up. And I totally forgot to cut another sponge. That way it looks better. Okay. I wonder if you get the sponges wet first, if that will help with the absorption process. I'm going to try that real quick. I'm going to go get this wet and see if it'll help absorb this faster. I'll be right back. So my sponge is damp. It is not wet. It's not dripping. And we're going to try it to see maybe if it does help with the absorption. I doubt it, because I think the glycerin kind of helps it sit on the surface. I mean, that looks really pretty. Okay, I'm just going to pour it over now because I get impatient. That's fine. Okay, so that is all poured in there. Oops, that had water in it, that's fine. There we go. So there's our blue one. Okay, yellow. And I think I'm just gonna make blue, yellow, and red. And for the yellow one, I'm gonna do 1/2 ounce and 1/2 ounce. Here. It's not gonna be an exact measurement. So 1/2 ounce. And then we're gonna fill this up to the 1 ounce mark. Okay, perfect. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish this up, and I'll come back and let you know how it works, and that'll be tomorrow for me. It'll be instantly for you. So I gotta go the long way around, you get to go the short way. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and finish making this and see you tomorrow. Okay, so I kind of lied. I said I was gonna be back tomorrow. It is still today. And I actually found a bottle of hand sanitizer that has a little bit of hand sanitizer left. But yeah, we got some hand sanitizer here that we could use to make that alcohol ink, so, or alcohol stamp pad. So I'm going to use the green for this one, and I just got done doing the yellow. And with the yellow, what I did was I just poured all of it down at the bottom, and I'm going to see if it'll absorb up and if it'll get an even coating on the top, because I made a giant mess with this one. Like, I spilled it everywhere. This one's not going to be exact. We are just going to cut this one out to kind of fit in there. There we go. That's actually perfect. Wow. Okay, so we've got our little thing in there, a little sponge. Let me clean this off. So we're just gonna pour a little amount here. I'm gonna go like maybe that much. It's not much at all. And I'm gonna drop a couple of 4 drops, not a couple. And I'm just gonna use this yellow one again, and we're gonna mix. So yeah, it's got this little like filmy stuff in there. I don't know what that is. Oh crap! Oh my god. This is why. That is why you use a freaking flat bottom container. Learn from my mistakes, people. Learn from my mistakes. Oh, I'm gonna be green forever. Oh my god. Okay. I'm gonna call that good after splashing myself. And hopefully I didn't get on my face. I'm gonna pour this over the top here. And we're gonna see if it's gonna absorb. Wow, that wasn't very much. See, it's got little chunkies. I don't know if that's like, we don't want that in there. I think that's paint. I'm just gonna spread this over the top. I really think I'm gonna need more because this is a thick sponge. So I'm gonna make just a little more the same way. See chunkies? I'm just gonna take those chunkies out. I'm gonna make another batch. Alright, so I lost the audio for this clip here. I'm just showing you what the little chunkies look like. I've just been taking them out. And I'm gonna let this sit overnight. I felt like it needed more, but I'm gonna let it sit overnight, like I said, and see how it goes. So yeah, in the next clip, you'll see it'll be tomorrow. I'll be back. Well, it's tomorrow. Okay, so right here, I'm just showing you that I left that sponge sitting out for quite a while, and it didn't dry. It still has a little bit of color on it, and I'm just going to show you all of my little DIY stamp pads. I think they came out really, really good. You'll see here that they look more like watercolors because these are the ones that I made with the personal lubricant, water, and food coloring. I definitely would not use acrylic paint simply because it separated with the glycerin and it didn't work very well. I didn't try it with the hand sanitizer, but I would imagine it would do the same thing. It just didn't work. Maybe if you had a higher end acrylic paint, it might work, but I wouldn't try it really personally. I would just, I wouldn't waste that paint on it. I think my favorite was the blue. The blue came out the best. It worked really well. I don't know if I used a little bit more. I'm going to have to look at the video again. Or it just, I don't know, the blue was thicker, the food coloring, but it came out really good, as you can see here. I think they all worked really, really well. And here's the yellow. The yellow was the juiciest. Like, I guess that's the one I made a lot of. But it came out pretty good. The reason why it's not coming out like yellow is because I already had extra color on the stamp itself. And those are the DIY stamps, by the way. Here's the one with the hand sanitizer and the gel food coloring. This one came out really good. I'll probably make some more like this. Really, really good. My favorite. So yeah, there you go. Really cheap, easy. I already had most of the stuff on hand, so I didn't have to go buy extra. And yeah, just make sure that you cut your recipe in half. Don't make so much because it goes a long way. It really does. And I just mixed all of the extra colors that, you know, there was just too much in there and made like a green brown color. Doo-doo brown is what I call it, but there it is. And I think this will be perfect for kids because it's just water, glycerin, and food coloring. It's non-toxic. The hand sanitizer and the food coloring, I don't know. It's up to you if you give it to your kids. I think it works great. I love it. So yeah, this is a great project. It was cheap and I really enjoyed making them. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to see more videos like this, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, comment down below what you would like to see more of or less of, or I don't know. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. I will catch you in the next video and stay crafty. Bye.